The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Fiza stepped onto the crystalline platform. Around her, representatives from 47 species watched with barely concealed disdain. To them, humans were nothing more than primitives from a death world. Earth, a planet so hostile that no civilized species would dare evolve there. Fiza's dark eyes swept across the assembly. She had prepared for this moment her entire career. The Council had summoned humanity to answer for their aggressive expansion into contested space. What they didn't know was that humanity had been waiting for this confrontation. The Council recognizes the human delegation, Speaker Vexner announced, his translucent form shimmering with displeasure. You stand accused of territorial violations in the Kepler 442 system. How do you answer? We answer with a question, Fiza replied calmly. When the Vraxian Collective attacked our colony ships 3 cycles ago, where was the Council then? A ripple of chittering and electronic buzzing filled the chamber. The Vraxian ambassador, a creature resembling an oversized mantis, clicked its mandibles aggressively. Your species has no right to claim systems beyond your quarantine zone, it hissed. Deathworlders should remain on their toxic planet. Fiza smiled, and something in that expression made several ambassadors shift uncomfortably. Humans had that effect. Predators' eyes facing forward, always calculating, always hunting. Perhaps a demonstration is in order, she said softly. She tapped her wrist console. The chamber's holographic display flickered to life, showing the Kepler 442 system. 12 Vraxian warships surrounded the human colony of New Karachi, their weapons charging for planetary bombardment. This was recorded 4 hours ago, Fiza explained. The Vraxian fleet believed they could eliminate our colony before we could respond. They were mistaken. The hologram zoomed out, revealing something that made the entire council gasp. Emerging from the shadow of the system's gas giant was humanity's Special Forces fleet, the Deathworlders' Ghost Division. Leading them was the HSFS Retribution, commanded by Captain Basit Khan. On the bridge of the Retribution, Basit watched the tactical display with practiced calm. His crew moved with the precise efficiency that came from training in Earth's crushing gravity, training that made them faster and stronger than any other species in the known galaxy. All ships report ready, Captain, his tactical officer announced. Basit nodded. Broadcast on all frequencies. Let them hear us. The communication channel opened and Basit's voice carried across the void. Vraxian Fleet, this is Captain Basit Khan of the Human Special Forces. You have 30 seconds to power down your weapons and withdraw from this system. The Vraxian response was predictable. Laughter. You dare threaten us with 12 ships against our fleet? Deathworlders are foolish as well as primitive. Basit allowed himself a thin smile. I said 30 seconds. You've used 15. The Vraxian commander must have thought it was a bluff. The alien warships began their attack sequence. That was their final mistake. Execute Protocol Deathworld, Basit commanded. What happened next would be studied in military academies across the galaxy for generations. The human ships didn't move like conventional spacecraft. They moved like predators. Years of combat in Earth's high gravity, radiation-soaked environment had taught humanity to build ships that could withstand punishment that would shred any other vessel. The Retribution dove straight into the Vraxian formation, rolling and twisting through weapons fire that should have destroyed it. Human pilots, trained from birth in a planet where everything wanted to kill them, executed maneuvers that would have left other species unconscious from G-forces. Basit's tactical display showed his fleet tearing through the Vraxian lines. Human weapons, designed to hunt predators on Earth, proved devastatingly effective against ships built by species that had never known real danger. Target their command ship, Basit ordered. Non-lethal disable. I want them alive to spread the word. Electromagnetic pulse weapons, illegal by Council standards but standard issue for Deathworlders, crippled the Vraxian flagship in seconds. The battle lasted 4 minutes. Not a single human ship was lost. Back in the Council chamber, the holographic replay concluded. The silence was absolute. Fiza let it stretch, savoring the fear in their compound eyes, their sensor clusters, their various organs of perception. They finally understood what humanity had been trying to tell them. Earth wasn't a prison. It was a forge. You call us Deathworlders, Fiza said quietly, as if it's an insult. But every species here evolved in comfort, in safety. You've never known what it means to fight for survival against your own planet. We have every single day. She gestured to the frozen hologram of the Retribution. Captain Basit Khan and his crew grew up in 1G gravity, more than twice what most of you can tolerate. They breathe an atmosphere so corrosive it would burn your lungs. They evolved dodging predators that would terrify your nightmares. And you wonder why we're so good at war? Speaker Vexnor's form had dimmed considerably. What do you want from us? Recognition, Fiza answered. Humanity doesn't seek conquest. We seek partnership, but we will not be caged. We will not be threatened. And we will not allow our people to be slaughtered while the Council debates protocol. She pulled up another display. Dozens of human colonies, research stations and exploration vessels spreading across the galactic arm. We're already out here among the stars. You can either accept us as equals, or you can keep trying to push us back. But I promise you this. The next fleet that attacks a human world will face not 12 ships but 12,000. The Vraxian ambassador had gone completely still. Around the chamber, representatives whispered among themselves in dozens of languages. Finally, Speaker Vexnor spoke. The Council will reconsider its position on human expansion rights. Fiza nodded curtly. See that you do. Captain Khan is standing by in orbit. I'm sure he'd be happy to provide an escort for any Council members who'd like to inspect our fleet firsthand. The subtle threat wasn't lost on anyone. Tour the human ships or have them demonstrated on you. As Fiza left the chamber, she allowed herself a satisfied smile. The galaxy had spent centuries fearing humanity's potential. Now they knew. Deathworlders didn't just survive. They thrived. And the stars would never be the same. High above the Council station, Bassett received her signal and ordered his fleet to stand down. The Ghost Division melted back into the shadows, but the message had been delivered. Humanity was here to stay.